Hi, the Oxford Life Church. Well, once again, the privilege is mine of bringing you just a few stories of the Holy Spirit's activity amongst us and through us as the people of God. I trust that these stories will inspire you as to who this God is that we love and worship and who loves us, and also to do things for the Lord, mighty things for the Lord, and extend faith in our relationships with Him towards others too. So 2 Corinthians chapter 5 verses 19 and 20, we are instructed that to us as believers is given the message of reconciliation, and that it is through us that Christ is making His appeal. It's through us He's making His appeal. Today we're going to focus in on a few stories of people through whom Jesus has appealed to others with His goodness and His love and His salvation. So buckle up, fasten your seatbelts, and hear from Sipokazi.
Yeah, I just want you to tell me quickly the situation ibinjani apha prior to before kubekho khona lockdown, njani izinto ngoku, and ikhona ithemba loba uzawuphinda kube khona izinto
because of wena kufike nezinto ukuthi basixhasa ngokutya, and then kungekwisi ngoku siyakwazi kwisi siyakwazi ukuthi sibe nento ukutya yaqona, nabanye bancedakala yaqona ngalanto sisaze nayo ukuthi, and ke besingenathemba thina because apho kwendawo sikuyo sikoneni sifihlakele yaqona, and then kungoku asibonakali, so akho bantu basinakayo akho nto siyifumanayo yaqona. So ke usisi waza neplan ke nyani shemo baqamle phaa eqangondlela wasinika food passes ukutya and then kungoku sa right kunemeko besiyiyo ke because sibheka ngenyanga sibe imali encinci ayibonakali, so Kristu usincedile.
So just want to elaborate how I got to know the shepherds and get to find out where they stay. One morning I was running, and while running I noticed them on the side of the road, and I started a conversation with them. Then I went on my way, and then so this church gave me a few packs for the community. Then when I was left with 4 of them, I prayed to the Lord, asking Him, who am I supposed to give these to? And the Lord said, must get in the car. While I was driving, the Lord said I must stop, and He showed me the shepherd. And then I called him and I offered him the pack, but then he was busy with the herd. So I decided that I'm going to take him home to go drop it. And we went. That's how I found out where they stay. And then right there, my heart was stirred for them, because I could see that no one could actually see where they are, because it's in that place is actually in isolation. I actually promised him that the next pack I'll actually give them all to him. And on the day that I was coming from shopping for the packs, I prayed to the Lord that He would actually lead me to him so that I can tell him that I'm ready. And lo and behold, the Lord was so faithful that while I was stopping at the Roberts, I actually saw him crossing the street with the flock, and I stopped and I told him that I was ready and I could then give them more and actually provide for the whole community.
Well done, Sipokazi, on your obedience to the Holy Spirit. And don't you all find it so amazing as well, just how God saw those shepherds on the outskirts of Port Elizabeth, and He met with them. He met with them through a woman who was ready to just obey the Holy Spirit. Isn't that wonderful? Thank you, Lord. So we're going to hear from 3 other people, Jeremy, Dee, and Avella, who also have just allowed God to lead them in their workplace, through social media, and amongst their varsity friends.
Hi guys, so yeah, I've got a really cool testimony from this week. So I went into work one morning, and there was a guy there that usually gets there like pretty early, and he's actually from a West African country, and his family is in Johannesburg, and because of lockdown he can't be with them. And so as I was walking up to him, I just felt the Holy Spirit place a question on my heart. I felt the Holy Spirit tell me just to ask him how his family's doing. So I asked him, and he ended up sharing with me about how things are going, how it's been really tough. And I just felt led to ask him if I can pray for him and encourage him. And anyway, we ended up praying, and it was really, really encouraging. And then after that, he said that he looked at me and he said, how did you know to do that? I just said, if I'm honest, I felt God place it on my heart to ask you. And then he said that, wow, that's amazing, because the previous morning, in that morning, he's actually been crying out to God and processing with his wife in Joburg, asking whether God is there for him, whether God exists and is in his life. And it's really cool how it's opened up a conversation about church, the local church, and how God is moving today. And so start of an awesome journey with this guy, and really cool just to see how the Holy Spirit speaks in those moments, and how he's so faithful, and how he really sees each one of us. So hope that encourages you.
So a couple of months ago, I saw my friend posting posts about scriptures and just God, posts that she would never have done in a previous life. It looked like she had given her life to the Lord, which was epic. So I felt a massive prompting from the Lord just to reach out. And a couple of weeks after that, I finally did. And I just sent a simple Facebook message saying how encouraged I was and just how stoked I was that she actually found the Lord. It was incredible because she's actually in China currently, which is quite hectic because it's a region where it's not really God focused. So it was incredible to find out that she found the Lord in China. So we began sharing stories about how the Lord has impacted our lives for the better. And a few weeks later, I reached out to Lee saying how incredible the Lord's worked in her life, even though she's in China. So we are connecting every week or so, which has been epic, just sharing scriptures, like diving into the word, and just sharing the Lord's heart for each other, and growing in our faith with the Lord.
So within the first few days of lockdown, two of my friends actually heard of the change in my life ever since I gave my life to Jesus. And they decided to actually get in contact with me. And from our conversation, they actually decided to give their lives to Jesus as well. So the three of us actually decided that we actually start this group chat where we could actually share daily encouragements and scriptures with each other. And we decided to name the group Crazy for Christ. The group has actually started with 5 people, and since then 50 people have been added to the group. I've been sending the group all the daily encouragements from Oxygen Life, and we've been having community every other day. And from that, a lot of people have been saved, and a lot of people have also decided to recommit their lives to Jesus.
I once heard a message preached by the late evangelist Reinhard Bonke on the Holy Spirit. He said, the Holy Spirit is out and about, out and about. And he was referring to the Spirit's activity outside of the people of God, outside of the 4 walls of a church building. And the fact that the Holy Spirit is at work in lives, trying to bring people to Jesus Christ and a knowledge of Him. And we've heard some stories. I'm sure you've been challenged and encouraged today to yourselves, to ourselves, be those ministers of reconciliation. Let's go for it. And let's believe with God, all things are possible. That there can be a mighty, mighty wave of souls returning to God, coming to Jesus Christ, surrendering their lives. Let us all say, Here am I, Lord, send me. Bless you, friends.